I'd rather just work with her on this matter and do what we have to do. I mean, that's just gonna be what's at the best interest of the child. Like now, do I think it's all the way fair? No, but I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, um, I could get the help and get some kind of legal counsel for that, but what it's going to cost versus what's going to actually probably happen is here and there.
Yes,
And
it's,
I
it's,
rather
it's an accounting thing, sir. It's kind of like your income tax. You look at
Bell
the
County Court is tackling a non-agreed child support review involving a 3-year-old child and disputed retroactive payments. While custody and current support are settled, thousands in alleged arrears remain contested. This hearing could reshape both parents' finances. Subscribe for more dramatic breakdowns of real courtroom battles.
Mr. Hughes and Mr. Guare or Guire, then let's start your case. Thank you. Putting on the record, and this is Bell County cause number 26 DFAM 359,746. This is in the interest of Hughes minor child. Aguirre Hughes minor child. Non-custodial party being Joanne Hughes, custodial party being Angelis Diaz Aguirre. And this matter is before the court on a petition stating a parent-child relationship on a non-agreed-to child support review order. The court's taking judicial notice of the court file. Note for the record that attached to the beginning of the pleadings is an investigative report from the child support review officer Ms. Atha, that sets Mr. Hughes's income based on appears to be right at the minimum wage presumption as prescribed under Texas Family Code. The court will note for the record that included in the not agreed to the child support review order is custody, child support, cash medical, and dental insurance. The court will note that the state is requesting, looks like 209 in child support, 14 in dental, and I think the cash medical is 103. There's a couple different spots on that. Also, there is a request for retroactive child support in this matter. The court is taking judicial notice of the court file and note for the record that the child in this matter is currently is going to be what, 5 years old this year? No, it's going to be 2 years old this year. 3 years. I'm sorry, it's going to be 3 in August. Sorry about that. Anyway, the court will now at this time understand that this is not an agreed to order, but both parties are present. So at this time, I ask the state for an opening to tell the court what the state is requesting here and what you understand the agreements and disagreements to be, and we'll take it up at this point. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, the state's here requesting confirmation of the non-agreed order that was filed with the petition for confirmation. The parties in this case are agreed on conservatorship, current child support, current medical insurance, and current dental insurance. The bone of contention for these folks relates to retro amounts. They have done fantastic as far as co-parenting and child care is concerned. However, they have some disagreements or miscommunications or whatnot regarding the retro balances that are owed. So would just like to make the parties available to testify about the retroactive amounts, and that's really the only thing that's at issue here in this case.
All right, then. All right, folks, you heard what the state's telling me. Let's see what the disagreements are about, what the math is. Of course, under Texas law, on a brand new paternity establishment case, the non-custodial party is entitled to have child support, retroactive child support, and that can go back up to 4 years. Obviously, this child is not even 3 yet, so we're not looking at going that far back. But I want to go ahead and get some information from the parties as far as what that financial information is. As I'll let the parties know up front, the court always gives any and all cash payments full credit. I look for major items. I give them full credit. If someone bought the child a new bedroom set or something along those lines, yeah, I'll look at that. Or made a car payment or something along those lines, I'll look at that. However, when we start dealing with items, that's when it gets hinky, folks, because a $25 box of Pampers at 7-Eleven is a lot different than a $25 box of Pampers at Costco. All right. So I'll see what you folks have been doing, see how y'all been handling, see what kind of agreements y'all had, and see what I can come up with as a fair and equitable ruling on what the retroactive child support should be at this point. But this time, I ask both of you to raise your right hands and let me get you under oath.
My left. Sorry.
All right, you both solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you're going to give here today is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you.
Yes.
You're all officially under oath, and the state may proceed.
Your Honor, I'd like to call Miss Diaz Aguirre, please.
Now, state your
Yes.
full name for the record.
Angeles Diaz-Aguirre.
Good afternoon, Miss Diaz. I believe you and Mr. Hughes had a negotiation or discussion earlier this month regarding child support and all the related issues. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Were the two of you in agreement in regard to joint custody with the child?
Yes.
And were you also in agreement with the standard possession and custody order?
Yes.
And then you were also in agreement with the current child support obligation being 209. And then is it your testimony that you pay for dental insurance?
Yes.
And is that at $14 a month?
The dental currently is at $12.66.
$12.66. And then do you have a health insurance coverage for the child?
Yes.
And how much is that per month?
$95.15.
Okay. Now, in regard to the relationship between the two of you, have you ever received a child support payment on any regular basis from Mr. Hughes?
No.
And during the negotiation, did you discuss child support arrears for child support owed for back child support?
Yes.
Do you recall whether or not there was a balance alleged to be $12,626 for unpaid
Yes.
child support? Okay. Do you believe that number's fair and accurate as far as past due child support owed by Mr. Hughes?
Yes.
Okay. Did you also have a retro medical support claimed based on the fact that you had paid for health insurance premiums for the child?
Yes.
And is that also true that you paid for dental premiums for the child as well?
Yes.
And are you asking the court to award you the retroactive amounts that would be owed for the child support, the dental, and the medical?
Yes.
Other than that, are there any other disputes or concerns that you have regarding the entry of this proposed order?
No, sir.
No further questions for this witness, Judge.
All right, thank you very much. I'm ready to call Mr. Hughes. Here's the deal, Mr. Hughes. Again, this is kind of straightforward stuff. If you want me to do something different, you're going to have to explain to me legally how I can do something different. I know you're not a lawyer, but you are today. So I'm going to let the state call as a witness, and then at the end of this, I'm going to allow both of y'all to make a closing statement and closing argument if you wish to. But this time, I'll let you go ahead and answer the questions of the state. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, I'd like to call Mr. Hughes.
Sir, state your full name for the record.
Juwan Hughes.
Here's the legal flashpoint. Both parents agree on current support, but retroactive child support, medical and dental premiums are disputed. Under Texas law, retro can reach 4 years back. The mother claims over $12,000 owed. The father calls it speculative. Should documented expenses outweigh informal contributions? What do you think?
Good afternoon, Mr. Hughes. You'd heard at least a little bit of the testimony before. Were you a part or a party to a negotiation regarding the resolution of these child support issues a couple of months back or a couple of weeks ago?
Yes.
Okay. Do you recall during that negotiation the discussion of your current child support obligation being $209?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any objection to that amount being set? Okay. So is it fair to say then that the only real dispute, and I'll let you elaborate, but the only real dispute or concerns you have is to how the court would deal with any retroactive amounts that were owed, any back child support or dental or health? Is that the only issues that you need to deal with?
Yes.
Okay. I guess just to make it easy on you, Mr. Hughes, if you'd like to explain to the court, hopefully you've had an opportunity to kind of put your thoughts together. But I guess I can start with you, man, and just ask you, what's your position on the child support obligation and the determination of the arrears for child support? What do you have for anything you'd like to say to the court about the amount owed in back child support?
As far as the back amount, I know, like he explained earlier, that it's all kind of like speculative. So I'm kind of at a point of like, just go ahead and do it because it's all going to be speculative, and it's going. I'm already going to be at a wall making things meet. So it's more so of I don't want to go back and forth with anything. Like I've said to you and him, I don't have any problems with her. This is just where we are now, so I have to kind of like just deal with what comes with it. Um, so I mean, as far as the retroactive, it's do I think it's fair? Yes and no, because she does provide a lot more than I do, as far as the child and her finances, which I can't deny that, you know. Uh, but it's something that's going to be all speculative, and I just rather not go back and forth with her. I'd rather just work with her on this matter and do what we have to do. I mean, it's because that's just gonna be what's at the best interest of the child. Like now, do I think it's all the way fair? No, but it's I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, um, I could get the help and get some kind of legal counsel for that, but what it's gonna cost versus what's gonna actually probably happen is here and there,
Yes,
and
sir.
I
It's
rather
an accounting thing, sir. It's kind of like your income tax. Plug in the form, you plug in the amounts, and it's there. And it's kind of hard to change that around, sir. The
right,
only way I
correct.
can change it around is if you actually gave her cash money during that time frame and give you credit for it. That's pretty much it. Or like I said, bought something major. You
Yeah,
got anything like that?
and I was under the understanding that like even if I was to do those cash things, uh, it would have to be labeled a certain way, or when I do give it to her, or it would just be considered a gift because this is what happened.
Now we're talking about in the past, sir. I'm not talking about going forward. You've got to do it a certain way.
Oh yeah, I was speaking on in the past as well. Like I was told that in the last before we did the
Listen,
closure
sir.
days.
I'll look at cash as not being gifts. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Or
Wow.
if you got proof that you gave cash, then if Cash App, Zelle, anything like that, I can look at that. But I'll look at cash as being child support. You know,
Oh yeah, it was never any direct payment to her. It would might have been just things that I bought, which
yeah, and see those are
that's the
gifts.
gifts. That's
Yeah,
the line of it.
you made up your mind what you're going to buy. Cash, she gets to make up her mind what she wants to buy with
Right.
child.
Yeah. Right. Right. Right.
All right. Anything else, sir?
No, that would be it. I would, and I did talk to Mr. Coates about. I know in the agreement that it's Friday through Sunday. My working days are Tuesday through Saturday. So, is there any way if it can't be adjusted, I'll make it. I'll
We're
have
talking
to.
about visitation.
Yeah, for the first and third week.
Okay, no, sir, because he's three now, but he's going to be four in school in a year or two, in 2 years. So it's always based on them having to go to school. So it's going to be based on that school schedule
Okay.
going up. Because by the time this comes back, I won't be the judge anymore. Because they look at these things every 3 years. I'll probably be retired by then, maybe. But by
Yeah.
then, he's definitely in school. So yeah, so we're everything's set up just like they're in
Okay.
school. Because sooner or later they're going to be in school for the next, hopefully, for the next 12 plus years. All right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, there was just a
And
question that I
y'all
had.
can agree. As I said in my opening speech, folks, agree to stuff. Okay. You're a barber.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yeah, your days are Saturday, so work with each other, change things around. Y'all can agree to anything because, like I said, believe me, the kids get sick, you get sick, or the kids get sick. Yeah, that's always fun. So work around the schedule. Y'all can agree to any schedule you want, but if you can't come to an agreement, you gotta go with
Oh,
what's in the order. All right, and don't let the new boyfriend, new girlfriend tell you what to do. All right,
there's none of
because
that.
that's where half the problems begin. Believe me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Believe me, new girlfriends, new boyfriends paid for me a new Tahoe. All right, back in the day.
No worries there.
Yeah. Me either. So
Yeah. So back when I was practicing law, so it is what it is. Anyway, for anything else, sir?
no, that'll be it.
All right. Anything else, ma'am?
No, sir.
All right, Mr. Coates, I'm gonna go ahead and sign I'll sign that order as is once presented by DocuSign. And yet, sir, it's those are the circumstances. I'll go ahead and grant. I'm going to name you both joint management conservative, get them on the right side of the domicile. I've said that the child support, cash, medical, and dental, as testified to, retroactive child support and repayment is requested. And obviously, because I was wondering why it was so high, but that's because of the past dental and the past health insurance. So those are also under Texas law. They're there. It's rare that happens, but they're there. So I'm ordering repayment as requested in the court order, and I'll sign off on it. And I wish you both the best of luck, because again, he's 3 now, but believe me, like the old songs, like the old John Cougar Mellencamp song says, he's young and he's improving. So y'all better watch out. All right. So
Thank you, Your Honor.
all right. Thank y'all both very much. Everybody have a happy Easter. Be safe out there. All right. Thank you.
I'll circulate an order to you guys once we get it back from the judge. Thank you.
Okay.
Right, off the record. Thank you, guys.
All right. Do we just leave the meeting now?
Yes, sir. You can go.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And there it is. The judge orders repayment exactly as requested, including retroactive child support and past medical and dental premiums. No deviation, no reductions, because proof of direct cash simply wasn't there. A tough financial hit, but legally consistent. Like, comment, and subscribe for more shocking courtroom stories.